Hi there, welcome to my channel on this beautiful corner of the internet. The Autumn Equinox is our next chapter for the next 3 months ahead. This is a new cycle of energies for the collective and will begin from September 23rd, 2023, all the way until December 21st, 2023. I have written down the messages that I was guided to share at this time from the beings of light, and I will also be open as a channel in the space. I invite you to be open to what resonates for you, what feels aligned for you, and what intuitively may feel will be aligned for you in the upcoming 3 months ahead. So what I was first guided to share about was the numerology of this date. I was guided to the importance of how the fall equinox date falls on 9/23/23, and it is also a 12-hour day and a 12-hour night of equal balance, light and shadow. The numerological symbolism of this date is very strongly embedded in unity. The number 12 brings in a momentum of being almost there, being almost to a point in our journeys that would signify to us a completion. It's also about getting grounded, finding our footing, and the 2323 number combo is about masterful change. It's also about resurrection and about divine talents and creativity. If you take these two number sequences and you infuse them together as a energetic netting for the next 3 months, these are the overtone of the frequencies and the energies that are holding us in place. A collective message that I received is that a common theme in the collective right now is feeling like a transition stage that feels more like a demolition. And this is also taking place up until around about the eclipse season, I am being shown. So if you feel energetically like you have been in this demolition space, you feel like things have been completely clearing out of your life, you feel like things are starting to form more of a version of a clean slate or a clear slate for you, what I am receiving is that the eclipses in October are bringing this open door space for us if we decide to take the opportunity to work with these energies in this way. So the eclipses are showing energies that start to kind of encapsulate from October to November. What I was being shown was a version of a train ticket, and I kept hearing, "Don't miss the train." So what I was receiving is how there are a lot of us in the collective who have received versions of a ticket to a new beginning, a new venture, a new job, a new relationship, a new connection. Maybe it's a new creative proposal. And if this isn't something that you haven't seen come through for you before in the past, and you hadn't taken the chance then, there is an energy that it will maneuver back through, and there is a second chance for it. And this could come from a third-party extension, or this could come from just yourself, your spirit team, your intuition, your connection to the creator, God, source, the universe. So October, November is bringing these energies of more of a stepping forward in the collective. There are more people who are going to be lining up and also being asked to step forward in new ways that maybe they have been asked before or shown before, and they didn't take that chance, they didn't take the leap, they didn't get on that train. Or there are brand new ventures, ways, creative avenues that may come through. And this isn't just the physical plane, I'm also sensing this and feeling this on a very strong spiritual level. So if you are someone very connected in with the astral or your higher self, with source, the collective, you may be finding yourself opening even deeper to a new version of conscious awareness of your role in the collective in a completely different way. So leading into December is symbolizing some version of a collective completion point. And I was seeing this symbolized by a white and black checkered flag. And this is in part a collective completion point of specific cycles that are at current in play right now. But it's also individualized. So this might move through to you as a completion on a soul level or on a physical realm level. How they were showing it to me is that it's a certification or a completion of something. So something that you feel maybe you have a documented certification for. Perhaps it's a version of deep spiritual initiations that you've moved through. Maybe it is lessons in your self-healing journey that you have felt like you have truly completed and felt that you have had empowerment from and changed in new ways. The energetics behind this completion point are just something that symbolizes to you the completion of a very long cycle. Another message that I received was that there may be more people coming into versions of deeper experiences with unity consciousness. How it was shown to me was our higher selves being entered into an energetic pool that is symbolized as the collective or the collective consciousness. And the imagery that was being shown to me is that the physical body that was connected to each person's higher self, there is more of a direct line of consciousness moving up through the crown to each person's higher self. And what I'm being shown with this is the opening for more people to experientially know what unity consciousness feels like, to experience it, to have that innate knowing, as opposed to something that we know about logically, mentally. This is more about a deeper experiential initiation, experiences that expand us into deeper understanding. And the quote I kept hearing was, "To be the change you wish to see in the world." And I know that that's a quote that we know by heart and have heard many times. But there is an importance behind it that holds so much sentiment when people start to expand deeper into the experience of unity consciousness and allowing that to be more of an embodiment of a practice of how we show up every day and in our relation and energetics with other people. As we start to shift into these higher perceptual states of being, we are consciously more tuned into the collective and to the higher selves of not just our own, but to this energetic pool of the collective that exists all of the time, no matter where we physically are. So I was guided to talk about the energetic responsibility, or just bring this to light, and asking yourself, how would you frame your thoughts if you knew how connected we were to each and every person through unity consciousness every single day? The advice that I was receiving at this time is to focus only on what we want to expand. This is important because, linking into the prior message, as we start expanding more, especially to more 5D levels of consciousness, we will notice things, thoughts, feelings, words that we speak, manifesting even quicker into our physical world reality than before. Yes, this can be positive, especially when it's in alignment for the highest good and for our hearts, our spirits, and what is aligned for our path. But it also means that our thoughts, our feelings, our words take an even greater effect in other ways. So it's reflecting back about a greater responsibility of awareness of our words, our thoughts, and emotions in regards to other people. It's not wrong to have feelings or thoughts that come through that may be in the energy of shadow. It's human nature. But then what we do with it, the transmutation of that shadow once it arises within us, is the very thing that creates the energetic neutrality that is needed in the space with the energetic responsibility. The other message of advice that I received was to continue shedding as we go, yes, but to honor our rest and also don't dwindle. And there is an important emphasis on the word stagnancy. What I'm being shown around this time is that a lot of things that have been stagnant are being activated into a gradual motion. So not overlooking that we're not teetering in between intentions that we've set, and also honoring where we need rest, and honoring that rest is not the same thing as stagnancy. It's important to continue our shedding processes because there is a very strong energy surrounding becoming more of a clean slate for this next chapter, because it does feel that we are still in this continued shedding process for a bit for this specific completion that we may sense or feel that is going to be had around December 21st, 2023. With the winter solstice. The suggestion that I received to work with this date of the fall equinox is to create an energetic space for yourself, whether it's through meditation, it's journaling, it could even be in the space that you move in through creative ventures or working out. It's just anything that gets your mind into the flow state. And ask yourself, what cycle is the most prominent for me that I feel I'm around about 3/4 of the way to completion? This is important because what I am receiving is that with the completion in December, there could be one specific completion or multiple ones. And also asking about, is this a personal cycle lesson? Is this something that I am learning in my physical world reality? Is this a certification? Is this a document? Is this something to do with my spiritual awakening journey? No answer is wrong, but writing this down somewhere would also be very powerful to also set the intention in motion that you are ready to have this next quarter completion coming through along with the collective energies of completion for the month of December, and also for your own personal cycle. There's also an invitation to ask ourselves about where we are seeking more internal harmony between our inner feminine and inner masculine energies, or perhaps between themes of our own light and shadow. Any areas within yourself that you feel are in an essence of fragmentation, of duality, or two poles, you will feel them like opposing forces. Maybe they're two conflicting thoughts, two conflicting beliefs, two conflicting ideas. Sitting with that, particularly on the day of the fall equinox, and again, same thing, writing it down. Maybe also if you want to do a burning ritual, you're working with the energies of the numerology of the day that we spoke about to help bring more harmony into focus of whatever you write into intention. I recommend writing. You don't have to write. I just am a very visual person, and the symbolism behind writing is so potent because you are taking that thought and you are putting it into a physical form. And that's a form of co-creation. I do have a fall equinox guided meditation, which I will include in the links if you are interested in more cosmic help or support in your clearing process and intention setting. These were all of the messages that I was guided to share at this time. If you have found this video helpful for you, it would be an honor if you left a like on this video as a ways to let me know. And if you feel aligned to subscribe to this channel, it would be an honor to have you return here. And if you feel open to sharing any resonances or experiences below in the comments, I genuinely enjoy reading everybody's comments and connecting with everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.